Yo, what's up? I know it's been a minute. Sorry. As usual, it's another month or two or maybe three since last time I posted. Um, More videos are coming. I'm in Victoria again, but I was on Maui for break. The video you're about to see was actually filmed during the summer, so I'm that behind. But I'll be catching up. Big things coming too. I'm working on making kind of like a movie or like a documentary, I guess, on spearfishing and just life on Maui. Not too specific on that, but it's gonna be pretty cool. We're filming in like fully 4K with a bunch of really nice cameras, trying to do justice to growing up on Maui. Eventually, it'll be out. No idea when, but yeah, be there. Enjoy. Later. Alright, so a bunch of these clips in this video are kind of from different dives. But this one is actually a kayak dive. Me and a couple homies went on. It was a beautiful day. It was like insanely perfect. We got out there, crystal clear water, no wind at all. Paddled probably like 30 minutes out to this like outer reef area. It's really shallow. Like kind of the whole day is 20 to 30 feet, maybe 40 at the most. And we paddled farther. We swam farther, looking for deeper zones, and it kind of just stayed shallow for a while. And I was with people who haven't really dove too deep before either, so I was kind of staying in their general area. I am mostly alone on this dive, honestly. I don't know. I felt safe in this shallow of water, so it didn't feel like I needed to be by them or have safety. I'm safe enough. Still being wise with my decisions, but hunting some moo here. First clip you could see there was like kumus and stuff around, so it's definitely a good zone. Just trying to take my time. And that shot, I don't know how that didn't work. I think my gun was powered enough. I could have been closer. I could have just crawled a little slower and lunged out better, but yeah, on to the next one. But I did just scare the whole school, so it's going to take a while for them to get used to me again. So I'm kind of praying they'll come in. Got my spoon. So you can see here I'm kind of looking around a bit too much. When you're hunting moo, it's really important that you're looking down, trying to stay almost as still as possible or make minimal movements. Make sure they don't think that you're staring at them or that you want to kill them. With moo, it's a lot harder than other fish, where other fish don't really know what's going on. They're more curious of what you are and what you're doing. Moo just aren't if you're looking at them, I guess. Also, I did just shoot at them, so that has something to do with them being wary. But on to the next drop. Okay, settling in at the deep depth of 20 feet. This is very weird to see this much moo in this shallow of water. This is kind of a second reef too, so we paddled out here past the first reef. It got a little deeper, probably like 40, but it was just like sand flats. And then it picked back up to this area. So I was seeing weird stuff. Like I saw like a pelagic calla earlier. I don't think I got it on video, but there was some super odd fish to be seeing in this shallow of water, and then as well as this like super big. Oh yeah, you could see it up there. I'll put a red circle or something. But yeah, these are some super healthy moo and acting very dumb for what moo generally act like in the shallow of water. But again, I'm looking way too much at them, not hiding very well. Gotta work on that. This next drop will try to make it happen. But this is kind of what happens when you shoot at moo. They're not gonna appreciate your company for a while. Trying to think of a better hiding spot here. Climbing down the edge real slow. Also, having a spoon is really useful. I feel like Moo really like it, Omilu really like it, just anything shiny. You can get your hands on something like that. It's always good. Settling in. So kind of just keeping my heart rate as low as I can. Trying to stay real calm, scratching. It's not really much sand to dust where I am, but keeping my head low, hiding my gun. And then only really looking up to see if they're there at the end. They are real close, so I try to pick my best shot and take it. Waiting here. Probably should have lunged out sooner, to be honest. But bring them in here. Terrible shot, but still hit it. It's a gut shot, and I'm pretty scared of it ripping off. I know I got enough breath hold. I'm in really shallow water, so I'll be fine trying to chase down this fish. Make sure that I secure it. That moo is really big. Probably 2.5 to 3 pounds. I don't want to claim things, actually. You'll see a photo of it at the end of the video. But I think that's probably my biggest moo I've ever got, which is really funny because it's probably the shallowest moo I've ever got too. But yeah, now I got dinner out of the way, so kind of taking my time, just admiring the beautiful fish around me, the landscape. Trying to just test myself too, just see what I can bring in. Testing my grunts, trying to dial that in. It's kind of interesting how different grunts will call in different fish. Like higher pitched grunts typically get no milus, so right now I'm doing those. See if I can bring something in. The structure looked very Omilu like, so I got this guy coming in. It's not too big, so decided not to take him. Just got that nice moo too, so no need. But yeah, the deeper grunts tend to work for ukus more. I notice if I do high-pitched grunts when ukus are around, they just leave always, which is really frustrating because putting all the effort, diving deep, trying to get these bigger fish in, and then you scare them away with one noise. So it's important to educate yourself on what grunts are good for specific fish. And here I'm kind of doing my part, taking out some invasives. All of these dives are getting more and more shallow. We're probably in like 10 feet right now. But just having a good time. Mostly snorkeling. But I think I stone shot that guy. This huge lobster coming out. I've only seen them in the daytime. I have not night dove, so I am not trained on my grabbing. That was pretty half-assed. I could have tried a little harder there. Yeah, this is quite a bit later. Just, yeah, enjoying the scenery. Trying to test my breath holds in shallower water where it's a lot more safe. Obviously, it's not good to push yourself when you're alone, but there's a safe amount of pushing yourself that's definitely okay. And yeah, I'm kind of working on that here, seeing how long I can hang out without feeling uncomfortable. How much I can slow my breath holds before diving and just have really, really long spaces between my dives on the surface. It's just a good thing to work on. It makes you feel better after you dive, especially if you're not if you're diving, coming up, and then diving again, coming up, diving. Puts a lot of strain on your whole body, just limiting your oxygen, and you're kind of suffocating yourself. It's not great. You notice when you get headaches and stuff, it's because of that. I'm seeing this anyway. There's a whole bunch around. I want to make poke, so take my shot. Not an amazing shot, but it's holding. This big Honu comes in, checking out what I'm doing. I still haven't even reloaded my gun. There's still a Nenue on there. He came super close. I remember this. it's kind of eerie with the murk over here. Okay. Next clip here. So I'm looking over here and I see this, what looks like a pufferfish, like being attacked. And I look over there, I think it's a shark. And I look closer and it's like an 8-foot monk seal. It's pretty hard to see. I'll try to do like color correction or something. But this scared the shit out of me. When I saw that, I mean, I have a dead fish on me, so it's probably not a good idea to be hanging out with this monk seal. But I would love to swim with one if I wasn't with dead fish on me. That's a huge polani. Never seen one this big. One of the homies got that thing. Alright, on to another dive here. This is a lot deeper. This is probably like 60 feet is my guess, maybe 65. This is my last dive on Maui during the summer. Went with a homie who I have not dove with ever. We hung out a lot in childhood. And I knew he dove, so went on a little mesh. Checking out this taco. This guy was like fully blended into the coral there when I got close. I thought that was super cool. This guy was pretty big. I don't ever take taco. I just like to grab them and just hold on to them, look at them. It's nice when they're small and they can chill out. You can just hold them and they stay with you, but the big ones are kind of gnarly, so kind of let them go by if I can. That guy probably wasn't going to get anyway. He swam right away from me. But yeah, it's good. It feels really nice. Not pushing your depth, but staying down and where it's deeper, but you're still comfortable. I love that feeling of feeling weightless, getting down there, and it's a whole new world. Everything just slows down. But we're not really seeing any big fish. I was praying for ukus or big omilus or something. It's only these small guys around. But yeah, super peaceful. Just snorkeling. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of invasive ta'ape around here, so got to do my part, try to get a couple off the reef. Obviously, there's so many of them, but I might as well try. So trying to pick and choose here. See some Moana collies coming in, but they look a little small too. Too much sightseeing, ran out of air. Alright, another drop down in a pretty similar zone. Current is taking us all over the place. We're trying to get back to where we got in here, so still ending up on the same schools somehow though. You can see it's just all ta'ape. Na'e, some moanas too, but everything's real small. Maiko Iko, some opelukala. I wonder what the table boss name in Hawaiian is. But yeah, kind of just hanging out. Oh, there's a coal area there too. Finally get my invasive off the reef. It's good to just chill down here. If there's no big fish around, why not put your time into taking invasives? It feels good even if you're not making a huge difference. Roy really does help. Or Roy does not help, but killing Roy really does help the reef. You'll shoot Roys that are like 5 pounds and you're saving like so many little fish from dying off. And obviously omilu and other predatory fish eat a lot of those reef fish as well, but at least it's going towards those fish that are cool, we want around. We don't really want a sea full of Roy just taking everything out. It's not just that they're a non-native species, they're really invasive and they'll just take over a full area if you don't do your part. And but yeah, I just chummed up that ta'ape, taking my time. These Moana collies look a little bigger, but I'm kind of just enjoying watching everything. But that's a sweet shot. Looking at all the pretty reef fish here. Walnut collies are so nice. I love just staring at them. They're just super pretty. When you look close at their scales and stuff, if you do shoot one, it's a lot easier to look close and really admire them. I like the iridescent colors on them too. Now finally found some grasslands for these ukus. Kind of just praying. This is my last day on Maui too before I leave, so grunting a bit. Dust. I see a uku, and I get him to come in. Pretty far shot, but works out. I should not have been swimming after this fish as deep as I was. Like, obviously I was good on breath hold, enough to get back to the surface, but I just thought it wouldn't be a holding shot, and I was going to try to secure it. But honestly, you should just be swimming up. Like, it's not worth blacking out for. But this guy's not a very big uku. This is my first one ever, actually. I've been telling myself I'm going to wait until the big one comes in, but I've missed so many opportunities that I kind of just got sick of it. But stoked to get this guy. Still made it happen. Made a good final meal in Maui before I went back to Vic.